Hey, all, welcome back to the Brent Bruce Daily. Before I get started here, I want to let you know that unfortunately, mortgage backed securities are really taking a beating today. But before I go in and start showing you what's going on and why that is happening, make sure that you take a moment and you switch over and subscribe to the YouTube channel that we have for the Brent Bruce Daily, because I will be moving more over to YouTube and getting away from the bomb service that we've been using as we move forward. So let's take a look here at the charts. Today, again, is August the 2nd. 2022, it is 3:02 Central Time, and mortgage-backed securities down 91 basis points. So I wanted to see if I could get a little, like a video snippet of Shaquille O'Neal, like just packing somebody who's going up for a slam dunk, because that's really what happened today. Yesterday, we talked about that we were going to come up against our Fibonacci level here. I'm bringing up the chart. We talked about that we were going to come up to this Fibonacci level. I expected that we would hit this level. And I mentioned that we don't know if we're going to see us break through and continue forward, whether we're going to drop down, or my kind of projection was that we were going to stay in this range until we got news on what was going to happen with the employment data that's going to come out on Friday. Well, I honestly at this point do not know what the trigger was. I have not found out or heard yet what the trigger was that created such an impact that when the mortgage-backed security market hit this Fibonacci level at 102.214, it just collapsed. And it fell down, broke through the 100-day, then the next Fibonacci level that was at 101.219. And now we're all the way down. We came all the way down at one point to 100.75, which was just a massive drop at one point. Currently, we're sitting at 101.02. Okay, so here's what we want to know about where we are right now, which is about this level. If we were to drop any further, we now have three floors of support converging at the same time. So this is a Fibonacci level, which is at 100.603 plus the 50-day moving average and the 25-day moving average all at the same time. So you don't usually find that strong of a floor under you at any time. So we should stop here. And we should probably bounce back some. But we took a beating today. What does that look like as far as our actual interest rate? Let's take a look at the Brent Bruce daily scenario. And remember, yesterday we were talking about a 4.625 with no points. And we were celebrating the fact that we were in the mid fours. And I also commented again that home loan interest rates will rise much faster than they fall in most cases. So here we are. Let's go back and take a look at it. Within one day, we're dropping from banging off of the ceiling of resistance here all the way down to here, which is, these greens are good and red is bad. We know that, right? So we lost 1, 2, 3, almost 4 days of improvement in one day. So that's what I was talking about. The interest rates will rise faster than they will fall. So let's take a look at what that actually does to our home loan interest rate on the Brent Bruce daily scenario. And we are at 4.999, where we were at 4.625 yesterday. 0.3% basically within one day's market. And that goes to show that interest rates can move very quickly. We had 3 intraday reprices, which means that the banks went out there and said, oh, rates are changing. So they increased the interest rate on us. It increased the interest rate on us again. And then they increased the interest rates on us again within one day. So home loan interest rates do move that dramatically during any day. Now, normally they don't. Normally they don't change at all intraday. They only change in the morning. And a lot of times, if things are pretty static, they're going to seem to be the same, even though there are minor movements in the back end. But in general, you don't see 0.3% movement up or down in one day. So this is a pretty dramatic and impactful day today. That's where we are, 4.99%, 4.999% on a 30-year fixed on the Brent Bruce daily scenario. I like to point out all the details here from a compliance perspective, but that's where we are right now. Now, as I find out more about what is going on and why we are having such a difficult day today, I will definitely give you that information, but I think it's probably going to be something that I'm going to know more about tomorrow. So again, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this information, because the more you look at this, the more you really see this is a pretty exciting thing to watch. I mean, this kind of movement is going on. So it's good to know what's happening. And now you can get back to your client and say, look, interest rates moved quite a bit today, unfortunately, in the wrong direction. Remember how I told you we should have locked yesterday? Well, unfortunately, we didn't. We lost 0.3%. Actually, interest rates went up 0.3%. But based on the data that we've looked at, there's a good chance that we're going to see some improvement later in the week because we have a triple floor of support under us: the 50-day, the 25-day, and a Fibonacci level at the same time. Let's see how that plays out. You can go ahead and write down on a sticky note what your thoughts are as you learn more and more about this crazy game of home loan interest rates. Talk to you again soon, and we'll see you tomorrow.